So for Soul Reset, I am ending with a story that has one word. No, it has more than one word. More. It has more than that. Resilience, endurance, um, all types. It's a lot. It's a lot. Um, so Kelsey Pfendler, I'm gonna assume her last name is has a silent P on it. She is a professional Grand Canyon river guide, and she just completed. I followed her midway through her journey. I started watching her. I ran across her midway through her journey. She just completed a solo rowing journey from Monterey, California to Honolulu, Hawaii. According to the Associated Press, she spent nearly 44 days at sea in a 21-foot rowboat named Lily, crossing more than 2,400 miles of the Pacific Ocean. And with that journey, she became the first American woman, the youngest woman, and the fastest woman to row solo across the mid-Pacific route. So that's not just a sports accomplishment, that's a mental strength as well, because rowing across ocean means isolation, pain, blisters, weather, exhaustion, fear, repetition, the same water, the same boat, the same goal, day after day. So Kelsey, she documented parts of that journey online, including the hard moments and the lighter ones. And when she arrived in Honolulu, hundreds of people were there to celebrate her. What makes it so reset is not only the record, it's the message. So let me pull up. I'm gonna pull up this one first. We'll pull up her homecoming first. Let's see. Ooh, that's loud. Let me turn it down some. Hold on. They were hollering, of course. This was her coming into Honolulu, and then we'll do the article, the news one. Do it like this. Okay, so this was her rowing in.
It took her 43 days, 17 hours, and 55 minutes. Kelsey Pfendler's solo rowing journey from Monterey to Hawaii has come to an end. She was able to step on land just after midnight in Hawaii, greeted by family and friends. It was an emotional journey, a record-breaking one. She started May 21st. Previous overall solo rowing record was 52 days, set back in 2014.
So that's that one, and then let's get the whole news. Let's see. Let's listen in on this one right.
Rower Kelsey Pfendler expected to make it all the way to Hawaii sometime tonight. She left Monterey May 21st, the first American woman to attempt the row. She is currently just off the island of Oahu. Live progress tracker. There's the purple line. That's the longest part right there.
Yeah.
That's the longest part.
Well, you could, throw the horse to the barn thing.
They say she is going to hit shore at about 11 o'clock Hawaii time, 2 a.m. our time. She's got to get into Honolulu there. She is well on track to break the overall solo world record of 52 days set in 2014.
It's a crazy feeling to have this moment when I didn't even expect fully to break the women's record. Coming out here, I just wanted to do my best, and I trained my butt off, and I prepared in every way I could, but I had no expectations of this moment. But I'm so grateful for this moment.
Pretty good.
And, yeah, no kidding. She's from New York. She used to be a whitewater rafting guide. She's using the row to raise money for a nonprofit supporting people who work as river guides at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. So let me I'm gonna pull up. I ran across her on Facebook. I'm gonna pull up her page right quick. And if y'all want to go follow her, it's You Row Kelsey. And let me pull up her. There we go. I'm gonna pull up her page and I'm gonna share it. She came into let me share this tab. She came into Honolulu last night before last, I think it was. It wasn't last night, the night before last. Yeah, let me do it like this. Oh yeah, that looks better on screen. So I wanted to pull up some of her reels right quick before we get up out of here. See, like she was
Day
making her,
39.
she documented her whole journey, like making her food, water.
So I kind of started this routine, I don't know, probably like week 2, where around the afternoon, kind of nighttime, I make a bunch of hot water and I make myself dinner. And then kind of like do a almost like changing of the day, where it's really hard to kind of separate the days when you're out.
So when she was out here too as well, y'all, she had to clean the bottom of her boat for barnacles and whatnot, so that her rowboat would efficiently move in the water.
Good morning.
I think the whole thing was
Day
interesting.
38.
I wear this buff constantly.
She documented her whole journey though.
I do spend upwards of
Day 37 of becoming the to row solo from California to Hawaii. This is a huge deal. I broke 500 miles today. I am officially, last time I checked, 480 miles away from Oahu.
Now she did this before. I forgot what year it was, with 3 other ladies, and they rode from Monterey to Hawaii as well a couple of years ago. But there's a whole foundation that she supports. Truly interesting story.
Day
I could be out there on the water at night by myself.
36 of becoming the first American woman to row solo from California to Hawaii. And I thought I would bring you guys back on to the deck at night, because we're starting to get some more moon, and it is absolutely beautiful out here.
That's got to be mentally, like, you have to be mentally strong to do that. I would have made a phone call. Y'all come get me. Somebody come find me. I can't do this. I like my isolation. I don't like being alone, but that's a different kind of alone. You're surrounded by water. You can't see land by yourself at night. I just thought it was very interesting.
Day 34 of becoming the first American woman to row solo from California to Hawaii.
But she, y'all can look her up on Facebook. You row Kelsey. I gotta put it in the comment real quick. You row Kelsey. But y'all look her up on Facebook. She did get, I think the Coast Guard came by, the Navy came by on their route over to Hawaii as well. It was very interesting to watch and see. Like I said, I found her midway through her journey, and she made it, y'all. She made it. She's raised over I think like 160,000. She even had a visitor on her boat.
Yeah, I sat here and watched him do multiple flyovers to like figure out where he was going to land. And I guess he decided on this railing, but it doesn't look.
Yeah, little visitor and everything. So shout out to Kelsey for doing that. She let me go to her page. She has a link tree. Let's see. I'm trying to see the foundation that she's rowing for. But she has a whole there's her boat. Yeah, so she did it in with the Seedlings in 2019 in the Atlantic. She did team entrepreneurship in 2021 that rode across the Atlantic as well, and Aloha Kai in 2023. I think that's when she did it with those women. Let me cut this off because it's gonna be loud. I'm trying to see. Oh, she did Oar in 24 by sail. She sailed the Atlantic in 2020. Where is that foundation though? I think it's like a well foundation that she's. Yeah, so in June of 24, she was the skipper, and she with 4 of them that you see over there on the right hand side. So she did that. Yeah. So I don't know the exact foundation, but hey, she did that. So shout out to Kelsey. I'm not gonna stay on here too much longer because the guys are about to come on and do their show 1181. So the AP reported that Kelsey hopes her journey inspires other people to take on their own hard things. Her message was not that you have to feel strong enough to finish. It was that you can be strong enough to begin, and that will preach all by itself because a lot of people are waiting to feel ready, waiting to feel fearless, waiting to feel fully prepared before they start the thing that has been sitting in their spirit. But sometimes courage does not show up before the journey. Sometimes courage meets you on the water, day by day, stroke by stroke, mile by mile, mile by mile. So today's soul reset is this. You may not be crossing the Pacific Ocean, but you might be facing something that feels just as big in your life. All you can do today is begin, then begin. Because history is not only made at the finish line, sometimes it starts at the moment you push away from the shore. All right, y'all. So I appreciate y'all coming in and joining me. I'm going to roll through these comments real quick. Mariel said, thank you for my wrench. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Mariel. I appreciate you always showing up and being here. Jane says, soft is the record-breaking woman is that Shari Richardson. She is amazing. Supermax said, porch super local rain. Yes, the porch is local. Jane said, what the heck? That is amazing. 2,400 miles on long journey on the sea. People amaze me and doing mighty tasks. Absolutely. Jane said, Kelsey Pfendler is amazing. So glad gator or shark didn't get her. That happens to a lot to snow people. Jane, Miss Kelsey said probably can get a good job, cruise ship lines, and keep teaching. Yeah. And that's her name, Euro Kelsey, if y'all want to follow her journey. Supermax said that strength of my width, enough respect due to her, because if you haven't heard mine, perfect. I hear that. Jane said, I am amazed by Lisa Cook, Black lady director of Federal Reserve, whereas POTUS 47 tried to fire her over nothing. She remained cool, and Superior Court backed her up. 47 wants his picture on U.S. money. I'm going to have to look at that. I'm going to go back. I'm going to start at so I can go back and look that up. Jane said, POTUS 47 tries to break the rules all the time. His face on money is not possible to until a politician passes away. All right, then. Supermax said, also appreciate the wrench. Big up yourself. Yes.